One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Caught behind the line. It's Porter. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for room. It's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
But I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route. But you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Now on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. UCLA. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The Bruins will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bruins come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. This time on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cox. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looking to scramble. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
You know, I think on QB sneaks, the quarterback's got to be smart about the cadence. It looked like that time the defense actually shot the gap and they were anticipating.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Using his feet to buy time. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Complete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll test the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To the air. It's Iamaleava. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to take off. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. He lobs one high down the left side. Fakes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got room at the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cox. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass on second down. Rush is on him. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46. 6-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Green. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Here's the give off the left side. Jukes his way for more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They are up by 21 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running it to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Grab near the marker. It's Cox. At the 45 on his way. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Inside the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's strong. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. It is good! And we are all tied up here in the 4th.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the 4th quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Flores. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Cox. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking for space. It's Green. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And the Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Plows through the defense. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Gives him the big stiff arm. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punch it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Might be looking to run. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got a man, it's Flores. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
third down. He drops to throw. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense,
He'll take a shot. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. He splits the uprights. Final minute of play. Guys, it's all tied up. Stage is set for some serious drama. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Gets it past the marker. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Bruins will have it first in overtime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Tries again to get it in. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.